picking up good vibrations.
Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in this video I'm going to explain to you what a blunt nose Japanese candlestick formation is, and furthermore I have a downloadable free tool to identify 36 candle formation, and make sure that you download this tool. Okay, so let's have a look at candlestick formations and how they work. So on your screen you can see 3 candles, and I'll explain how the price action is shown in those candle formations. So essentially each candle represents the period that you selected. Now those candles could be a one hour candle, or a 15-minute candle, or a 4-hour candle. You decide which candles you want to have a look at and which time frames you want to use. So at the beginning of, let's say, the 1 hour time frame, the price would come into the candle at that level where my cursor is right now. And I have a convention: the up candles, or the bullish candles, are blue for me on my charts, and the ones going down are red. So these candles represent upgoing bullish candles. So you just need to look at the color of the candle to tell what the trend is. So clearly that is a upward bullish trend. So the price comes in here. We don't know for sure, but we know that it goes down to that point, goes back to the opening value, shoots up, gets to another high point, and then the price goes down, and then the clock strikes and a new candle will be open. So that is that level there is the closing level for the candle, and also the opening level for the next candle. And that's how the candlesticks work. Exactly the same. It starts there, it goes down, goes up to the starting point, goes up, comes down, the candle closes, and then it goes on to the next candle. So these movements here are called the wicks. So they are the highs that were reached, and then the movement down to the closing price. Same thing here, there's a downward wick and the price that was reached until the price went back into the body of the candle. Now the body of the candle is the area between the opening price and the closing price of the candle. So very simple and easy, but you can gauge so much information from candlestick. So let's talk about trends for a while. Now, the traditional definition of an upward trend is when the market is making higher highs and higher lows. So for instance, in this case, this is an upward trend. The market is making higher lows. There's the low, there's the low. So it's higher lows and it's making higher highs. Next candle, higher lows. Next candle, higher highs. So that's the definition of a trend. Very important. It's so simple that people cannot see the trend that easily if they don't listen to that very, very simple definition. And if you want to find out if your currency is in a trend, simply say, is it making higher highs or higher lows? In a downward trend, is it making lower lows and lower highs? That's the definition of a trend. So what is a blunt nose candle? And a blunt nose candle is very exciting if you are a manual trader. It gets your heart pumping, either in a negative way or in a positive way. So a blunt nose candle is a candle that is in a trend, and it has started making new highs in an upward trend. So at that point there, as the price goes past that point, it is starting to make new highs, and you will find that the candle at that point has no wick. Has no wick like shown there, and it will continue rising with no wick, and then it'll come down, show a wick, and then it'll go out and cancel the wick out. And that's what we call blunt candles. It's making new highs all the time, therefore it hasn't got a wick. And they are quite exciting if you are in a trade, because if you are in, for instance, in a buy here, that's a confirmation that the trend is continuing, that the price is not worrying about making wicks, it is pushing on, and that's what we call a blunt candle, because it doesn't have a wick in the direction of the trend. It is traveling too fast. The trend is too strong. So when you see blunt candles, those represent strong trends, and hopefully you have caught it in the right direction. So just a reminder, a blunt candle is a no wick candle. It is making higher highs and higher lows in an upward trend, and it is making lower lows and lower highs in a downward trend. It is a signal of a very strong trend. So it can also be regarded as a trend continuation signal. Now let's have a look at some examples in the market, and that is why I'm making this video. Is today I had a look at the charts and I just saw blunt candle formations all over in these charts. So here's the pound New Zealand, for instance, and there is the trend that you can see. Now I also like defining a trend as being when the price is below my moving average that I use. This moving average has a setting of 4 with an offset of 4 or a shift of 4. And why I use that, it catches the trend so beautifully. You can see everything above is an upward trend, everything below is in a downward trend. Really fantastic, simple little tool. But here you can see an example of a blunt nose candle that is in a trend. You can see it's making lower lows and lower highs, and it is going down, and there's hardly a wick on that particular candle. That's an example of a blunt nose candle. Now any candle that is in the direction of a trend using that definition. So in fact that candle over there was a blunt nose candle at one stage. That one was a blunt nose candle. As it passed that lower low, it was a blunt nose candle. This one already started being a blunt nose candle at that point and continued. So blunt nose candles are typical of a huge trend, and you must really get your eye attuned to seeing them. Let's go and have a look at another example. Now here's the US franc, and again another example of an upward trend. Here, there we are, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. There's a slight little wick there, but it will disappear on the next tick because this is a very strong trend. So that's a kind of example that you can see. So what you've learned today is an upward trend is defined by the candles making higher highs and higher lows. And there's a good example. Let's have a look at another example. And here you have the pound, and again a fantastic example of a downward trend. Here you can see lower highs and lower lows, and it started making a blunt candle as it passed that low there. So this has been a blunt candle for a very, very long time. Very strong trend. Again, you can see the moving average defines the downward trend. So let's go and find this freely downloadable tool that will identify 36 candle formations. Now there are various candle formations. There's continuation candle formations, there are reversal formations, there are weak reversal and strong reversal, and then there are unclassified ones which are basically neutral price action candles. So let's have a look at that particular tool. And I'm in our free forum. Now in the free forum you can spend days in this forum. There are so many free indicators, free robots, free courses in this forum. If you're not a member of it, please join it as quickly as possible. Spend a lot of time. There's really useful stuff in this particular forum. And if you're looking for something, just go into the search area and type in there what you're looking for, and it's highly likely that you'll find it on this particular forum. So let's go into the free robots and indicators section. There it is. I'm clicking on that, and here are the indicators and there are the robots, and I'm just going to go down on this particular area and have a look at what there is. And you can see there are some really high download indicators here, 3,000 of them, of the free indicator, free trend finder indicator. And we go down and then we find the free MT4 Forex candlestick pattern indicator. This is the one that I've been talking about, and let's go and have a look how popular it is. And it has been downloaded 46,000 times. So people just love this particular indicator, and if you don't have it already, I strongly suggest that you go and download it from this website. I'll go and show you how to do that. And there's a whole lot of other very interesting, there's the pin bar indicator here, 8,000 downloads. and we can go on and on here. But let's go and have a look at the candlestick pattern indicator. Okay, so here we are on the download page, and there's a video that you can go and watch for more details about this indicator, where I actually explain how the indicator is made up and how beginners can use it, how you can set automatic alerts, another advantage, and how you can use it in manual trading. Really good video to go and watch. And then here are the download details. You can see on the chart how it identifies the various candle formations. There's the input for this particular indicator, very simple input. But you can set alerts, you can set a sound alerts, you can set email alerts, and that type of thing. So it's really easy to use. And then there are the types of signals that you want to have a look at. If you only want to see strong reversal patterns, you click that. If you want to see also weak reversal patterns, you click that. If you want to show the continuation patterns, like you've just seen in the blunt candle formation, you just click that. Or if you want to have a look at unclassified ones, you click it. So you don't have to clutter your screen with all of those. You can just go for the strongest signals that you are interested in. And here are the signals. There's the list of strong reversal ones, weak reversal ones, then continuation patterns there, and unclassified. So there are 36 candle formations that you can find using this very powerful tool. And furthermore, there's instructions provided on how to install this indicator into your MT4 platform. Unfortunately, this indicator only runs on MT4. And then you can download it here, and there is the file that you download. That is the indicator file, and you just click on that. It'll go down into your download folder, and you can then load it onto your charts. Really handy tool, and as you can see, very popular. 46,000 people have already downloaded this particular tool. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned a little bit about how to use candlestick formations for manual trading and the signals that you can get from a group of these candlesticks. So if you're not already a member of the free forum, please go and join that and download the 36 candle formations that will be identified on your charts. This indicator is almost like a course on its own, because you can learn which are the formations that are reversal ones or continuation ones or unclassified ones. So you can learn how to use the candle formations using this particular indicator. So as always, the links to all the information you need will be provided in the description of the video, as well as in the first commentary of the video. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.